New information comes out in the investigation into the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. A search warrant detailing what was taken from the suspect at the time of his arrest. And the Pasco Police Department is inviting Pasco residents to sign up for its upcoming Citizens Academy. We'll tell you all about it coming up.
And a very nice Wednesday is ahead with possible local light showers, mountain snow, and heavy winds returning tomorrow. I'll get you prepared.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine in for Brianna Bourbon Solo, and it's March 1st.
I can't believe it.
I know, it just keeps going on, and it says March comes in like a lion because of all the winds. But we're going to have to wait till March 2nd, tomorrow, for the winds to hit. We have a lovely Wednesday ahead.
Good.
I can't wait to tell everybody about it. Let's take a look outside, everyone. Just calm morning this morning. Not too much wind expected today. A little bit of breeze, but still nothing like we're going to see tomorrow. Tomorrow between 20 and 35 sustained winds by mid-morning into the afternoon. So we do have some residual little bits of showers coming through our areas, but it may be high enough in the atmosphere that it doesn't reach the ground. But if it does, you could see a little bit of slick conditions, Pendleton, Hermiston, even the Tri-Cities area. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, we're going to be seeing just beautiful conditions today. Plenty of sunshine, highs even warmer today, and we're going to be even warmer as we get into tomorrow. So mid-40s for Yakima over in the Tri-Cities area, upper 40s, and over in Walla Walla, we're looking at the mid-40s, a little bit cooler along the blues, but do expect to see near or at 50-degree temperatures as we get into tomorrow. As we start to warm up before, well, we cool down a bit into the weekend, but I'll get you ready for that snow coming to the mountains tomorrow. Some small local showers and those windy conditions. That's coming up. But right now, let's send it back to Jill.
New this morning, 3 people were injured and 2 children have died in a crash on Interstate 82 west of Sunnyside. According to Washington State Patrol, 1 car was going the wrong way last night in the eastbound lane when it collided with another. Authorities believe the wrong-way driver was impaired. 1 adult and 3 children were in the vehicle that was struck. A 6-year-old and an 8-year-old were pronounced dead at the scene. The drivers of both vehicles and another child were injured and taken to Harborview Medical Center. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. We have new information on what police found when they arrested Brian Kohberger for the murders of 4 University of Idaho students late last year. Initial court documents showed that investigators used DNA from the trash at Kohberger's family home in Pennsylvania to connect him to the violent attack more than 2,500 miles away. But a search warrant reveals police also got a cheek swab from Kohberger when they arrested him and collected some of his clothing, including a WSU sweatshirt, a pair of shoes, and 4 medical-style gloves. The search warrant also indicates that police were looking for Kohberger's phone or computer devices, but it doesn't indicate if investigators actually got them. Kohberger waived his right to a speedy trial, and he's due in court for a preliminary hearing nearly 4 months from now in late June. The Pasco Police Department is accepting applications for its Citizens Academy, which is right around the corner. Police say this is a great way to get involved and learn more about how the department operates. Cap KVUE's Riley Fitzgerald has a look at what to expect from this 10-week program.
The Pasco Police Department is accepting applications for its Citizens Academy. You have to be 18 years old and have the desire for a greater knowledge of the many functions the police department does. Sergeant Groom with the Pasco Police Department says this program is a way to get involved with your local police department and teaches the community about police work.
How we operate within the community on the calls that we go to, and we're really hoping that they can go back to their neighborhoods and act as ambassadors. We can't have everybody go through the academy, and we know that, but if a handful from a neighborhood have gone through it, have experienced that, know some officers that are in the area, they can help guide their neighbors when they're dealing with problems as well.
The 10-week academy is from 6 to 9 p.m. each Tuesday starting March 14th with 1 week off for spring break. You can find all of the information and the application link on our website, yaktrinews.com. In Pasco, Riley Fitzgerald, Cap KVUE Local News.
Built around 60 years ago, Richland's Economy Inn is now coming down. Demolition began a couple of weeks ago, removing hazardous materials that were in or around the inn. It's now well underway on the corner of Jadwin and George Washington Way. The city says the building, once ridden with crime, is coming down to be built possibly into a firehouse, replacing Fire Station 71 just down the street.
Fire Station 71 is our downtown station. It's our oldest station, and at some point in the middle term, we will replace that station, and this will be the location for that.
That decision to turn the economy into a new fire station hasn't been officially confirmed, but it's the solution the city has had on its mind for a while now. Later on Good Morning Northwest, more about this project and what's to come of it until the city decides on the next steps. The Yakima County Board of Commissioners has finalized its decisions on who gets the remaining $18 million in ARPA funding they had left to provide. KapKVU's Emily Goodell tells us the commissioners had significantly more proposals than they had funding available.
Yakima County received $48 million in ARPA funding and 150 community proposals. Unfortunately, the commissioners say they were only able to fund or partially fund about a third of those proposals. Some major investments include $4 million to the Yakima County Sheriff's Office for a PROACT team, a team designed to prevent crime instead of just respond to it. Another $3 million was awarded to the city of Yakima for a proposal to have a pool in East Yakima at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, and $1 million awarded to the YWCA for their new project to build a new domestic violence shelter.
I know it's not going to make everybody happy. In the end, probably more people were turned down, or more entities were turned down than accepted. But I feel good about the requests that we were able to fund.
Commissioners say anyone who submitted a proposal should be getting a letter soon notifying them about whether or not they received funding. If they didn't, commissioners say that letter will include information about other grants or other funding opportunities that they might be able to apply for. Reporting, I'm Emily Goodell, KapKVU Local News.
There's a new newspaper in Yakima that's putting positive stories forward and spreading joy. It's called Park Place, and it's put out by residents of the Orchard Park's independent senior living community in Yakima. They share their neighbors' stories and use it as a way to make sure everyone feels connected, especially after the isolation they faced during the pandemic. We'll have more on the paper and what it means to the community at Orchard Park coming up in our 6 o'clock hour. Roads have become more risky for pedestrians. 3,400 pedestrians were killed in just the first half of last year. That's according to the Governor's Highway Safety Association. It's an average of 19 deaths per day. This also marks a 5% increase over the same period in 2021, when fatalities hit a record 40-year high. According to the group, pedestrian road deaths increased 60% in the past 10 years. Even as overall highway deaths dropped. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
All right, folks, it's the first day of March, and we have a lovely day to talk about, but snow, local showers, and windy conditions on the way this week. I'll have your forecast coming right up.
And you should keep a close eye on your credit card, because if you find yourself without it, it may take longer to replace it than usual. We'll tell you why next on Good Morning Northwest.
Showing how you feel, it's been a while. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
We know who killed Gloria.
You think this is our guy? Prove it.
There it is. Felony assault and domestic violence. Did you kill Gloria Nunmuck?
I'd like you to leave now.
When great food meets delivery, people just smile. Taste and See Deli in Yakima offers delicious catering that's home cooked like family. And whether you need a dozen box lunches or 100 breakfast burritos, we've got you covered. Give us a call or stop by. Taste and See Deli.
From KapKVU, this is Apple Valley Eats.
Welcome to Sage Brewing Company. We're the Tri-Cities premier location for great beer in a laid-back environment. I love making Simcoe-focused IPAs and hazy IPAs and all kinds of different hoppy beers. So our two main beers are our Big Boss IPA, which is a Northwest style IPA. It's got plenty of bitterness and hoppy aroma from Simcoe hops. Not too bitter, but just enough to balance that malt. And then we also have our Hold My Haze, which is our hazy IPA that's really nice and juicy, has some real tropical fruit flavors to it, and a nice hoppy punch in the aroma as well. We opened up our original location here at the brewery in 2019, late 2019, and then we have a second location at Hanson Park. That location we opened up last year in December. So the brewery location is a family-friendly location. We have a very small patio out front to allow dogs, but this is where we make all of our beers. All of our beers are made here, and then we take them down to the Hanson Park location. The Hanson Park location is a 21 and over. It's a little bit more adult focused, but we've got a lot of activities and events that we try to have down there.
Okay, are we gonna fit? There we go.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams.
All right, open your eyes. Welcome home. All right, we'll see you later.
Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
I didn't sleep last night.
Live with Kelly and Ryan, today at 9 on Cap KVU.
Rising interest rates mean you're going to have to pay extra if you use a credit card and don't pay off the balance right away. If you lose your card, you might have to wait a bit longer to get a replacement, and it has nothing to do with inflation. It's actually due to a chip shortage. The same computer chip shortage that left many car dealerships without new vehicles on the lot is now impacting banks and credit unions. Experts say because so many things need those chips and there's still a limited supply even now, sometimes there's nothing to do but wait your turn.
That's where we're hearing about the longest delays. Credit unions and community banks. Credit cards are further down the list. And furthermore, smaller credit card issuers are even further down the list.
Experts say this might be a good time to look at using contactless options or using the mobile wallet on your smartphone as a way to get around the chip shortage if you find yourself without a physical card. Nissan Rogue drivers need to be aware of an important factory recall just announced. The car maker is recalling more than 712,000 Rogue and Rogue Sport compact SUVs. The reason? They can shut off accidentally while driving. The recall is for Nissan Rogues made between 2016 through 2020 and Rogue Sports made between 2017 through 2022. In the design, an internal joint in the key that can weaken over time may allow the key to accidentally fold while in use. If it's bumped while in the ignition, the vehicle can be accidentally turned off. Now, Nissan says it doesn't currently have a solution to the problem, but advises drivers to avoid attaching anything to the ignition key that might weigh it down. The car maker also says drivers should insert the key into the ignition in a direction that allows it to fold only upward. The company says it will begin alerting individual owners about the recall later in March. Coming up, a catastrophic train collision in Greece leaves more than 30 people dead and dozens more injured. And Jason Valentine returns with a look at your First Alert forecast.
It's the 36-hour sale at Furniture Row, so get ready because everything is on sale. Save on living, dining, and bedroom, plus 4 years no-interest financing. But hurry, the 36-hour sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
What are the biggest operational challenges on your farm? Data management and displays? Navigating the John Deere Operations Center? Equipment setup and in-field adjustments? If you have precision agriculture questions, we have the Precision Ag Answers. Join RDO Equipment Company's team of experts for Precision Ag Answers, a collection of videos covering John Deere precision ag technology. Everything from quick tips to basic how-tos and in-depth tutorials.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Watch Thursday at 9 on ABC and Camp KVUE, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years.
Next live from the most Oscar-nominated film this year, Academy Award nominee Michelle Yeoh. Plus, coming March 13th, it's Live's After Oscar show.
Today at 9 on Camp KVUE.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Era Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Era Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Taco time got you feeling like a craven lunatic? Can't explain your need for crispy, zesty? Can't remember my name until I get my hands on a Taco Time fish taco? You're not alone. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
You are our winner of $1,000 to help out Mustangs for Mustangs.
Thank you so much. $1,000, that's food for 6 families for a week.
Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
Our certified country exclusive with Blake Shelton.
How much do you miss Gwen and the boys when you're out on the road?
The whole reason I'm even stepping away from The Voice is so I can just be there more.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KVUE.
It's the 36-hour sale at Furniture Row. So get ready because everything is on sale. Save on living, dining, and bedroom. Plus 4 years, no interest financing. But hurry, the 36-hour sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Weather alert today. Cap KVUE Local News First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe. Now, Cap KVUE First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good one so far. Well, folks, we are staying warm, even warmer into tomorrow and Friday before a bit of a cool off for the weekend. Windy tomorrow. Usually March comes in like a lion. We got to wait till March 2nd for that, but a very nice Wednesday is ahead. So we still have some residual shower activity northeastern Oregon, even some small little cells going through the mid-Columbia right now. Pretty much that's mostly up in the atmosphere, so you shouldn't see too much. And if you do, just keep an eye out on the roads, but these are going to be moving south very quickly. Now, something to take note of. We have a winter weather advisory for the eastern slopes of the Cascades. It starts early tomorrow morning into Friday early morning, and we could see 6 to 12 inches in the mountains with 45-mile-per-hour winds. So if you're traveling over to the west side tomorrow or very early Friday, do always keep conditions or keep an eye on those conditions. So as we look at our future cast, again, that snow going to move to the south, and we're looking very nice today, maybe a little bit of cloud coverage. As we get into the overnight period, we could see a little bit of shower activity coming into the Tri-Cities and the Blue Mountain region, even possibly into Ellensburg, but that snow looks to be sticking pretty much in the Cascades. So as they move on in our Thursday, remember heavy winds tomorrow. We're going to be just keeping an eye on that snow. And again, it could see a little bit of afternoon showers in the Blue Mountain region. Then as we move into the rest of Thursday, possibly just a little bit of snow leaking into the Ellensburg area, but quite a bit of snow coming into the Cascades. Again, really the western and eastern slopes. So our current temperatures, we're staying warm. We're right around that freezing mark for most of our areas, but staying cool in Yakima and in Ellensburg, but you're going to warm up very soon as well. And our temperatures for the next 7 days, we are going to kind of hit that plateau right around the 50-degree mark for the Tri-Cities, so mid to upper 40s for other areas, and then cool down a bit as we head into our next work week, but still it's not the dramatic drop down that we were fearing. So winds are also going to be quite a factor as we get into tomorrow. So do get ready for light winds today, but by the time we get to our mid-morning to early afternoon tomorrow, we're going to see between 20 and 30 mile per hour winds. Again, from the southwest, so keeping us warm. Looks like we'll see around 20 mile per hour winds for our Friday. Then it's going to slow down into our weekend and into our next work week. And again, winds are going to shift coming in from the north, so we're going to be seeing those cooler temperatures. So we're 11 days from daylight savings time. St. Patrick's Day, 16 days away, and we're in the home stretch of winter, heading towards spring in 19 days. So our highs today, mid to upper 40s. Should be a lovely day. Some cloud coverage at times, but still we'll see plenty of sunshine. And over in the Blue Mountain region, we're going to be a little bit cooler, lower 40s, but still nice days are on the way. So far, a 7-day forecast, we do have more sunshine than not on the way. Looks like a chance of some shower activity on Saturday. And again, late tonight into tomorrow morning, we can see just a hint of snow coming into Yakima. It'll be very quick if it does. In the Tri-Cities area, we're going to be in those lower 50s into our weekend and then get to those mid 50s. Again, it could see a little bit of sprinkles for your weekend as well. Overnight lows, though, are going to be above the freezing level for the next couple of overnight sessions. So folks, get ready for a great Wednesday ahead, but tomorrow, get ready for heavy winds, maybe some local showers and that heavy snow in the Cascades.
Now to a train disaster in Europe. Dozens of people are killed. A station master has been arrested and 2 others detained for questioning. 2 trains collided north of Athens, Greece, igniting a massive fire. One of the trains was packed with hundreds of passengers. At least 36 people are confirmed dead, more than 80 injured. ABC's Lionel Moise has been following the rescue efforts.
This morning, the death toll rising after a passenger train collided with an oncoming freight train in northern Greece. Emergency crews arriving to find debris scattered everywhere. Train cars toppled over and derailed, a mangled mess of metal, some parts unrecognizable. Officials say at one point more than 150 firefighters and 40 ambulances responded, nearby towns assisting. Hellenic Train Company says about 350 people were aboard the passenger train that departed from Athens, adding firefighters and Hellenic Train personnel rushed to the scene, participating in rescue operations and providing assistance. Dozens of victims were taken to hospital, some with serious injuries, but officials say the severity of the collision has made it extremely difficult to free people trapped. Cranes were brought in to help move the wreckage.
Many of the passengers on the train were college students returning from a long weekend. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, ketchup maker Heinz has been searching for a Dominica sailor after he survived weeks at sea eating only ketchup.
This week, Michael's taking you live to one of the most remote inhabited islands anywhere in the world. An island filled with mystery, beauty, and magical wonder. Easter Island Live. You're invited for the Morning Global event, Good Morning America, this week.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
As a personal injury attorney, I meet some of the best people under the worst of circumstances. They come to us suffering. They completely depend on us. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more versatility and #1 rated durability and owner experience built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
It's the 36-hour sale at Furniture Row. So get ready, because everything is on sale. Like this unbeatable deal on the Blake upholstered bed, only $399. Save big on the Cascade sofa in denim or taupe for only $4.99. Get the 5-piece counter height dogwood dining set for only $5.49. And check out the queen size Summit Firm, easy on the wallet for only $299.99. Plus 4 years no interest financing. But don't wait. The 36-hour sale at Furniture Row ends Monday the 6th.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You won't take a time out. 1 dose of Ubrelvy quickly stops migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
You heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight, the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
Portion of Cap KV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone, on this Wednesday morning. We've made it to midweek, 5:25 on the clock, and we're taking a live look at our radar. Just bits and pieces of shower activity through the Blues and a little bit of the Mid-Columbia, but pretty much up in the atmosphere. If you see any, just keep an eye out for some slick roads. But we have a lovely Wednesday ahead, but changes coming pretty swiftly tomorrow. All of your forecasts in about 15 minutes.
The company Heinz says after an international search, it's finally made contact with the so-called ketchup boat guy.
All right. Dominica sailor Elvis Francois survived weeks at sea with little more than ketchup to sustain him. Once Francois was back on dry land, Heinz wanted to give him a new boat, but the company struggled to find him.
Heinz reached out to both the Dominica government and the Colombian Navy that rescued Francois and then turned to social media. Heinz says the search spanned 6 continents and took thousands of messages, shares, and likes, but finally ended in success.
As far as we know, the company plans to buy Francois a new state-of-the-art boat. That is fantastic.
What about a lifetime supply of ketchup?
Well, I would like that as well.
But
And
do
they
you
have
think-
some nice relish, and they have a lot of good stuff.
He might be tired of ketchup at this point.
It might remind him of some bad days, but hey, it came in handy.
It did, yes.
So thank goodness for that.
Exactly.
All right, folks, we'll have a quick look at your weather forecast coming right up. A nice Wednesday's on the way, but changes coming tomorrow. That's coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, lawmakers in D.C. seem to be on the same page, stating something has to be done to address the threat China potentially poses to the United States. And the Supreme Court heard arguments yesterday on the future of President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan.
In today's Tech Bites, a cybersecurity breach at Dish Network. The satellite provider says a breach knocked out its websites, call centers, and internal communications last week. Dish says it's still determining if customers' personal information was compromised. Next, Twitter's crackdown on violent speech. The company's new policy prohibits violent threats and incitement of violence. Accounts violating the policy will be suspended. Less severe violations will require users to delete content before accessing their account again. Google just rolled out a new safety feature to its Pixel Watch, similar to what's on the Apple Watch. It will call for help after sensing a hard fall. Once the fall detection kicks in, the watch will first ask if the owner needs help and then call 911 and share the location if the user doesn't respond. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Come here. You know why people are always looking at their phones? They're banking with Bank of America. See cousin Jimmy over there? His girlfriend just caught the bouquet, so he might need a little more help saving for that engagement ring. The groom's parents? You think they're looking at photos of their handsome boy. They're not.
She just saw how much they spent on ballroom dance classes. Won't be needing those anymore.
Digital tools so impressive, you just can't stop banking. What would you like the power to do?
I'm feeling better. Body pain? Headache? Nope. All one and done.
Congestion?
Better.
Cough! Fever!
Better.
Mucinex All-in-One relieves 9 symptoms in 1 dose. It's not cold and flu season. It's always comeback season.
Unless you treat dandruff regularly, it will keep coming back. Try Head & Shoulders. It contains zinc pyrithione, which fights the germ that causes dandruff, and when used regularly, helps prevent it from coming back. For up to 100% dandruff protection, use Head & Shoulders.
Lawmakers in Washington, with one of the most bipartisan showings in quite some time, believe something has to be done to address the potential dangers of the Chinese Communist Party. And after 3 hours of hearing arguments yesterday, millions of borrowers are now waiting for the Supreme Court to make its ruling on student loan forgiveness.
And folks, a very nice Wednesday to start March with possible local light showers, mountain snow, and heavy winds returning tomorrow. I'll get you prepared.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine, in for Brianna Berman solo. And I told you earlier this week, Jill, that February isn't my favorite month of the year because I'm over winter.
Yes.
And now that we're in March, we're in the final stretch.
Yes.
We're less than
close
three.
To spring.
That's right, less than 3 weeks away, and we have a lovely day ahead. It's going to feel very spring-like. Let's take a look outside. Beautiful conditions right now, and we're not looking at too much on the radar right now. We're going to see a few clouds here and there today, and we even have some residual showers kind of moving through northeastern Oregon, even the mid-Columbia, but I don't expect too much to reach the ground. If it does, just keep an eye out on the roads. But other than that, we're going to be looking at just a very nice Wednesday indeed. So we're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine, highs in the mid to upper 40s, some lower 40s though in the Blue Mountain region. They're a little bit cooler today, but still a very nice Wednesday. We should be seeing our apex of temperatures tomorrow and Friday with lower 50s to upper 40s throughout most of our regions. But as we get into tomorrow, we expect 20 to 35 mile per hour sustained winds for all of our areas. And we do have a winter weather advisory for the eastern slopes of the Cascades. They expect 6 to 12 inches of snow. So big changes coming tomorrow, even possibly a little bit of shower activity for our areas. But for today, Wednesday, it's going to be a lovely one. I'll have your forecast coming up. Let's send it back to Jill.
Lawmakers believe the U.S. needs to keep a close watch on China. On Tuesday night, a House Select Committee featuring members of both parties stressed the hazards China could potentially try to impose. John Lawrence reports.
The Select Committee will come to order.
In a rare show of bipartisanship, the House Select Committee on China says it's focused on Beijing and the potential dangers it can bring upon the U.S.
We recognize that we don't have to agree on everything, but when it comes to the threat we face from the Chinese Communist Party, I think we see it clearly, and we want to identify that bipartisan center of gravity where we can push back against transnational repression from the CCP.
Several high-profile witnesses testified Tuesday, including former National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster.
This committee's work is urgent and important because the United States has fallen behind in the consequential competition with the Chinese Communist Party.
Separate from the hearing, lawmakers have another concern: China's relationship with Russia.
Xi Jinping has met Putin 30 times in the last 10 years. More than any other foreign leader, he's said Putin is his best friend.
U.S. officials have given China fair warning, saying there will be consequences if it aids Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
We will not hesitate, for example, to target Chinese companies or individuals that violate our sanctions or otherwise engage in supporting the Russian war effort.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The relationship between the U.S. and China gained attention in early February when President Joe Biden ordered a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon to be shot down after it had traveled across the continental U.S. China denied the craft was used for spying, saying it was a research airship that lost its course. Survivors of the Uvalde mass shooting and victims' families rallied outside the Texas state capitol Tuesday, pushing for gun reform. Supporters are demanding action, including stronger red flag laws and raising the age to buy certain firearms. The rally comes more than 9 months after a gunman killed 19 children and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary in Uvalde. The conservative justices on the U.S. Supreme Court appear skeptical of President Biden's plan to forgive millions of dollars in federal student loans. Lawyers on both sides of the issue laid out their arguments yesterday in 2 legal challenges trying to block the plan. And now millions of Americans eligible for the debt cancellation will have to wait until this summer to find out whether the Supreme Court will allow the program to move forward. ABC's Faith Abube is in Washington with details.
This morning, the fate of President Biden's popular student loan forgiveness plan now squarely in the hands of the Supreme Court. For more than 3 hours Tuesday, the conservative justices casting doubt on whether President Biden has the legal authority to wipe nearly $500 billion in federal student loans with just a stroke of his pen.
I think most casual observers would say if you're going to give up that much amount of money, if you're going to affect the obligations of that many Americans on a subject that's of great controversy, they would think that's something for Congress to act on.
Critics calling the plan a scam, an unfair giveaway that would overlook some Americans like those who already paid back their loans.
And there are the indirect costs, like the fact that the president's student loan giveaway is likely to prolong our current inflation crisis.
According to the White House, 26 million people already applied for relief and 16 million were approved before the two legal challenges halted the program.
You go to school to get a well-paying job, but you're also digging yourself a hole of enormous debt, and it's hard to crawl out of.
Justice Amy Coney Barrett and the three liberal justices zeroing in on the legal standing of 6 GOP-led states suing the Biden administration, suggesting none would suffer direct harm.
Usually we don't allow one person to step into another's shoes and say, I think that that person suffered a harm, even if the harm is very great.
Protesters gathered outside the court as the conservative majority now appears poised to crush the loan forgiveness plan.
White House sources tell ABC News they are confident they can win this case. A decision in the case is expected by the end of June. And right now, the White House insists there's no plan B if they were to lose this case. Jason Valentine is here with a look at your forecast.
And folks, get ready for a beautiful start to March today, but big changes coming tomorrow. I'll fill you in. My forecast is coming right up.
And a new treatment could help in the fight against heart failure. We have the details when we come back.
Showing how you feel, it's been a while. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
Does your property look like this? With 24/7 emergency service, First Choice Restoration will be on site for any disaster within the hour. They have the expert support you can trust. Never the call you want to make, always the first choice you should take. First Choice Restoration. We'll be there when you need us.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Get $1,500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT5 and XT6. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Taco time got you feeling like a craven lunatic? Can't explain your need for crispy, zesty? Can't remember my name until I get my hands on a Taco Time fish taco? You're not alone. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Watch Thursday at 9 on ABC and Can't KVUE, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years.
We protect your house.
We're gonna do it!
And your car.
We need to keep our energy up. I want to take me to Funky Town.
Because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Water damage comes from anywhere. With 24/7 emergency service, First Choice Restoration will be on site for any disaster within the hour. With the best restoration experts for water damage, you can trust us as your premier restoration partner. Never the call you want to make, always the first choice you should take. First Choice Restoration.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. More than 6 million adults have heart failure in the U.S., according to the American Heart Association. This condition may make it more likely for patients to suffer a stroke and heart attack. But a new study finds a cell therapy may reduce those risks. Mandy Gaither has more on the research and why the lead author says this is exciting data for heart failure patients.
It's a serious condition where the heart can't pump enough blood and oxygen to meet the body's needs. The symptoms of heart failure are often treated through medication.
All of these medicines we use, they're quite successful and they improve, they even prolong life. Well, but that's only half the story, because what about what causes heart failure? What keeps it going? None of these medicines address that.
A new study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology finds cell therapy involving adult stem cells from bone marrow administered directly into an inflamed heart through a catheter could result in a long-term 58% reduced risk of heart attack and stroke in severe heart failure patients.
It works along with the treatments that we already have. So you can imagine, we keep everybody going and doing better with the medicine, and now we have a treatment that actually addresses the cause and quiets everything down.
The researchers say their findings should be considered hypothesis generating in that they show this cell therapy concept could work, but clinical trials would be needed to specifically confirm the effects of these stem cells on heart attack, stroke, and other health events.
This line of investigation really has a great future. And I can see that with a confirmatory trial, we can bring this kind of treatment into the mainstream.
The patients who received the cell therapy in this study were delivered about 150 million stem cells to the heart through a catheter. The cells came from the bone marrow of 3 healthy young adult donors. Coming up, as food prices remain high, families may find themselves looking at even tighter budgets as a key federal aid program has been ended. And we'll return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast. That's next.
This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Shop local and get exclusive rebates up to $500 at Fred's President's Day sale.
Smart features and sophisticated designs to simplify your life.
Profile dishwashers are quiet, powerful, and offer flexible loading options.
Fred's has more kitchen packages than you'll find anywhere. Save on GE Profile appliances with additional rebates up to $2,000 at Fred's Appliance.
Don't miss Fred's Appliance President's Day sale.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's start here.
During the Les Schwab Founders Celebration Sale, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
I just got the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra from US Cellular. With the most powerful processor yet, it can game smoother than ever. With nightography, it can take selfies in low light. Click. And with a longer battery life and US Cellular's 5G network, it can stream my favorite shows around the clock.
Amazing! Can it go back in the back?
Yeah, it can go back into the bank.
Okay.
Did you just kiss the phone?
The new Samsung Galaxy S23. Free for everyone from US Cellular.
I kissed it? Yes.
Emeril Lagasse here, and I'm so excited to tell you about my French Door Air Fryer 360. Extra large 26-quart capacity. Cook with up to 70% less calories from fat than deep frying. That's a big deal, my friend. 360 degrees of superheated air gives you fast, even cooking. My 10-in-1 French Door Air Fryer 360s grills, air fries, dehydrates, roasts, bakes, broils, proofs, slow cooks, and toasts. This baby does it all. These French doors are a game changer. Look at how easy that is.
Now find out how you can try Emeril Lagasse's French Door Air Fryer 360 with 3 cooking tiers, fetch tool, air frying rack, and drip tray in your home for 30 days for just $14.99. Order now and you'll also get Emeril's Air Fryer Favorites recipe book. And we'll automatically upgrade you to our bonus cooking kit free. Plus, find out how you can get free shipping. This offer will not last, so call or click now to order.
You're gonna love it, I guarantee it.
Now, Cap KVUE First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good one so far, and welcome to March. It's a beautiful start to March as well. We are going to be windy tomorrow, but today pretty much light winds, and it is staying warm, even warmer as we get into tomorrow and Friday. So we still have just a little bit of snow in northeastern Oregon, and pretty much dissipating in the mid-Columbia. That is moving south. We should be seeing plenty of dry conditions today, though we could see the return of some precipitation tomorrow. I'll get to that in a second. We also have a winter weather advisory from early tomorrow to early on Friday for pretty much all of the Cascades. For the eastern slopes of the Cascades, we're going to see between 6 to 12 inches of new snow, and we could see up to 45-mile-per-hour winds sustained as we have quite a windy day tomorrow for our areas as well. So our futurecast, as we move into our day, we're going to see plenty of sunshine, but we have a system coming in from the west as we get into very early tomorrow. We could see some scattered showers, even a little bit of snow for the Blue Mountain region. And again, it just looks like it's going to be staying away from Ellensburg and Yakima, but we could see a rogue cell come through tomorrow morning. And again, the Cascades seem to be holding that snow at bay as we get later in the morning tomorrow. And then as we get into the afternoon, could see a little bit of shower activity northeastern Oregon. And again, we could see just a little bit of cells coming through really all of our areas as we head into tomorrow. So a little bit of precipitation coming in, but again, we have heavy snow coming into the mountains. So if you're heading over to the west side tomorrow, do keep an eye on conditions. So current temperatures, aside from Ellensburg and Yakima, very cold this morning. We're looking at very nice conditions throughout the rest of our areas, right at or just below the freezing mark for much of the mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region. Just a little bit cooler the more west we go. So our temperature trend, we are going to be slightly warmer tomorrow. We're still below that average for this time of year, but still we're going to be looking very nice and a little bit cooler as we head into the weekend and into our next work week. So winds, we're seeing light winds today, a little bit of breeze, so we're not seeing too much of stagnant air. But as we get to tomorrow, we're going to see winds pick up dramatically, between 20 and 35 mile per hour sustained winds. So gusts could be even higher, and that's going to start tomorrow mid-morning into pretty much the afternoon hours. So get ready for a blustery Thursday and a pretty darn blustery Friday as well. It'll settle down as we head into our weekend. So our 2023 countdown, we're 11 days away from daylight savings time, 16 away from St. Patrick's Day in spring. Only 19 days away. So for our highs today, we're going to be in the mid to upper 40s for many of our areas. Ellensburg finally getting to the 40-degree game at 41. Over in the mid-Columbia, mid to upper 40s for our areas. And a little bit cooler along the blues. We're going to be in those lower 40s today. So as we head into the next 7 days, we do see warmer temperatures Thursday, Friday, and then for the Yakima area, we're going to be cooling down to those mid 40s for starting for the weekend into our next work week. Could see a little bit of shower activity Saturday. Overnight lows sticking in those mid 20s, but more sunshine on the way than not. Could see some off and on showers Saturday and Sunday. We'll keep a close eye on that. Should be light. And again, we could see some light showers as we get into tomorrow morning. But for your Wednesday, a great way to start March today. It is going to be beautiful and warm. Enjoy.
A federal program that gave families extra money each month to help with food costs during the pandemic ended yesterday. This came as many American families already cope with the pinch from inflation. High food prices have taken a toll on Brenda Dilley. She says the cut to SNAP benefits will leave her with no option other than relying more on food banks.
I think it's unfair because me and my husband are low-income people and we don't make that much money from Social Security, and I think it's really unfair.
An Eastern Washington Senior Center says the benefit cut will take a heavy toll on many seniors because many rely on a fixed income. Some food bank centers say they expect to see higher foot traffic once the extra benefits run out. And that's the case for one local food supplier. The founder of the Restoration Market in Kennewick, a free grocery store for people experiencing food insecurity, says he talks to many of the people who shop there. According to Marlando Sparks, he's expecting more foot traffic at the market, and he says those benefits helped a lot of people. And without them, it's not just their food that may be impacted.
Food insecurity is being pulled out because of these SNAP benefits. How do we expect other families to pull themselves back up when they got to go right back to figuring out how am I going to pay for my lights? How am I going to pay for my water? How am I going to take care of my kids at their school? How am I going to do these different things? So how does it affect? This food thing is just one piece of it. There's a bigger picture.
The owners of the Restoration Market say they serve people who were on SNAP benefits as well as people who didn't qualify. The market is open for walk-ins every other Saturday and by appointment Tuesday through Friday. Washington remains in the midst of its legislative session. Lawmakers have worked recently on several bills. A Senate bill that would limit how much landlords can increase rent has died in committee. However, a similar bill in the House could still come up for a vote. If approved, House Bill 1389 would cap rent increases to the rate of inflation, or 3%, whichever is higher. It would have a maximum increase of 7%. Supporters include the Tenant Union of Washington in Spokane, which claims Spokane has seen some of the highest rent increases. Critics believe no change is necessary and say this legislation could worsen the current housing supply crunch. An update on Senate Bill 5230, which aimed to assist young people aging out of the state's foster care system in Washington. However, the bill died before making it out of the Ways and Means Committee. The legislation would have extended support for kids in care until they turned 26. Currently, extended foster care ends at age 21. Had it passed, $33 million a year would have been allocated to pay for it from the state's general fund. Bill supporters argued it was worth the cost and say it would lead to lower incarceration and homeless rates in those who age out of foster care. Also in Olympia, a proposal to increase the number of students eligible for free school meals. House Bill 1238 would enable elementary schools to offer universal free breakfast and lunches by the start of the 2024 school year. It would only apply to schools where 30% of students qualify for free or reduced meals. The legislation still needs to make it out of committee before it can head to the full House for a vote. When we come back, the story of a cheerleader from Nebraska whose inspiring solo performance at state has captured the hearts of the country.
Looking for the best brands, the best selection, all at the best prices? Then Denver Mattress has you covered.
And during the 36-hour sale, check out the budget-friendly Summit Firm. Easy on the wallet for only $299.99. Shop our Easy Choice Plush or Firm, now only $449.99. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any qualifying Tempur-Pedic. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping.
Shop the best of the best at the best prices. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
Migraine hits hard, so you hit back with Ubrelvy. You level up. You won't take a timeout. One dose of Ubrelvy works fast. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
There's a new tax refund for Washington workers coming in 2023 called the Working Families Tax Credit from the Washington State Department of Revenue. Individuals and families who qualify can get up to $1,200 back if they meet the income eligibility threshold for the federal earned income tax credit, among other eligibility criteria. Applications open February 1st, 2023. To learn more and find out who qualifies, visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives, coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. Order right now to get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. We'll even ship them to you free. Get your own NutriBlade knives, the last knives you'll ever buy.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
You can't do this alone. Not an investigation of this scope.
We're partners.
Her death is part of a pattern.
Another missing murdered Indigenous woman.
This is about a very broken system.
It's about corruption. The truth matters.
We know who killed Gloria.
Prove it.
Go to Bed with Friends tonight at 11:05 on Cap KVU.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a travel close to home as we're looking very nice for your Wednesday, March 1st. We're finally getting to the 40-degree mark in Ellensburg, and we're seeing partly sunny, let's just say partly sunny skies. Over in the lovely Yakima Valley, we're looking in the mid to upper 40s, and we're going to be slightly warmer tomorrow, but we do have a chance of a little bit of shower activity and heavier winds tomorrow as well. So today's kind of the calm day for the rest of our work week. Nice conditions in the lovely Mid-Columbia. As we move over into, well, the Blue Mountain region, it's a little bit cooler, even down to 42 for Pendleton. So do get ready for a bit cooler temperatures along the Blues, but a nice Wednesday is ahead.
Who's got the beat? One high school cheerleader in Nebraska found out the we turned into just me, and it happened barely 2 weeks before the state championship. Here's ABC's Will Gantz with more.
Forget Bring It On. Katrina Coel is bringing it by herself. The high school senior competing in state championships as a squad of one.
A week and a half before the state competition, my 3 teammates quit.
Katrina's coach giving her the option of bowing out of the competition as well.
Automatically said, I want to go and I still want to compete. I want to finish what I started, It's been a lifelong dream of mine to be a cheerleader, and I didn't want it to end because they quit. Most of the cheer squads at state competition have anywhere from 4 girls to 20 girls.
And then there's you.
And then there's me.
Katrina taking the mat by herself. The crowd cheering on the solo cheerleader throughout her one-woman routine.
It was exciting, nerve-wracking, a total adrenaline rush.
Katrina, as a squad of one, earned her high school the highest ranking it's held in 3 years at the state level.
What did it teach you about yourself?
It taught me that I can step outside my comfort zone and it'll be okay. It taught me that I'm stronger than I think I am and that I can do anything I want. I just have to be willing to work for it.
And Jill, Katrina also plays volleyball, basketball, and does track and field. My goodness, she's a go-getter.
Everything.
She plans to enlist with the Air Force after graduation and eventually attend college to get her bachelor's degree in nursing. And she said it was nerve-wracking. You know, when you perform what's supposed to be a group activity, you can at least kind of lean on your teammates to, you know, get some courage. But my goodness, that had to be something, and good for her to stand up.
And cheerleaders, they're supposed to inspire and get people excited, and I think she did